Hey there, travel photographers. Whether you're snapping pics with your phone or cameras, mastering the basics of composition can help improve your photos. Today, we're diving into the essential photography composition tips for beginners. So let's get started. Tip number 1, the rule of thirds. Imagine breaking your photo into a 3x3 grid. By placing your subject along these lines or at the intersections, you create more balanced and engaging images. Instead of centering your subject, try placing it off to the side. It draws the viewer's eye and gives your photo more depth. Tip number 2, leading lines. Whether it's a road, a river, or even a row of trees, leading lines guide the viewer's eyes through the photo and help create a sense of depth. These lines can lead to your subject or simply create movement within your image. Once you spot them, you'll see them everywhere. Tip number 3, framing. Use natural elements like doors, windows, trees, or anything around you to frame your subject. Framing draws attention to your subject and adds context to your photo. It also helps to give your image a three-dimensional feel. Tip number 4, symmetry and patterns. Humans naturally love symmetry. Whether it's a perfectly mirrored landscape or a repeated pattern, these elements can be very pleasing to the eye. When you find symmetry, make sure to line it up just right for a satisfying and balanced image. Tip number 5, layer your images with a foreground, middle ground, and background. This gives your photos depth and makes them feel more immersive. Even in simple scenes, look for ways to add layers. It helps the viewer feel like they're really inside the photo. Tip number 6, negative space. Don't be afraid of leaving space around your subject. Sometimes, less is more. Negative space can add simplicity and focus to your photos, making your subject stand out even more. And finally, tip number 7, experiment and break the rules. While these tips are great for getting started, don't be afraid to try new things. Photography is an art, and sometimes the best shots come from breaking the rules. Once you've mastered the basics, play around with angles, lighting, and perspectives to find your unique style. So, there you have it. 7 essential photography composition tips to elevate your photos. Practice these, and before you know it, you will see a vast improvement of your photos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more photography tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and happy shooting.